snowing, yeah. Staying in cut.
Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson ready to put his explosive abilities on full display tonight for his team as they get pumped up before the tip-off against the Celtics. Pelicans, Celtics, up next on 2K Sports. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors.
They're looking at a lot of road contests in the next stretch, but this squad has been very good away from home, and I think that continues.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Queen in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Pass to Queen. Now Murray. Six on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Williamson for 3. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Tatum. Down low. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, from the moment he entered the league, Tatum's shown so many different moves. A polished offensive force.
And he drops the first. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
And so Tatum nails both of them. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Showing great vision that time. Zion delivers the ball exactly where it needs to be.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Williamson. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Rebounded by the Celtics. White looking it over. Pass to Brown. The fader. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Queen. And there's a pick. Murray from outside. First shot won't go. For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Tatum against Williamson. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6.
Bruising his way to a bucket. Tatum wanted it, and he got it.
Pass to Queen. There's the triple. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Murray.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Now here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the three off target. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Queen. Oh, a magnificent rejection.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Queen. And here's Murray, defended by Pritchard. Murray's shot is good.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Boston ends up going with a new group. Bay, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Fears comes in for DeJounte Murray. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Pass to Keita. Here's Walsh. Clock at 6. Here's Shireman. From outside, off the mark. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, look, you can put Zion on either side of the pick and roll, and it's good action for this team.
Hauser outside. Pass to Keita. Here's Walsh. He's covered by Bay. Here's Gonzalez. Hauser outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires the three. And Fears pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the paint. Oh, deflected. To the middle. And the basket by Queen. Queen's got his second bucket of the night.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Gonzalez passes to Keita. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
"19 seconds left to play in the first. Hauser passes to Keita. 6 to shoot. Pass to Tatum. Over Poole. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's New Orleans leading by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pelicans.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 4. That's the Boston 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. BA, back to you.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And the Pelicans last season, Stan, just 21 wins, their worst record in over a decade.
Well, look, they were hamstrung by injuries, and that's been an issue for the last few years with New Orleans. When healthy, this team has the talent to compete in the West, but they haven't been able to stay healthy.
Here's Poole, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Bay, and the dunk by Bay.
Giving it up, Jordan Poole, the right decision.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
On the wing, Tatum, guarded by Poole, to the inside. Here's Gonzalez, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
New Orleans in the lead. So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Teams will make substitutions. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Bay. And it's Murray off the drive. This shot won't fall. Boston trailing. A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, BA. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
2 on the clock. Tatum can't hit.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Spears. No made baskets yet. Drops in the 3. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Yeah, liking the confidence Spears is showing from deep. Jeremiah trusting his J.
Three-pointer. The Pelicans pull it in. Spears has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And he makes a first. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Queen, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy comes in for Murray. And so he hits both. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's gotten his first basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
To the right side. Williamson against Tatum. Williamson is doubled. Pass to Queen. Here's Fears. Sweet little floater. Fears has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, Fears has all sorts of ways to finish. The floater is going to come in very handy in his NBA career.
Outside Tatum. Off target from three-point range.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
A nice shot by Fears.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. He's certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Checked in for Boston. And a change for the Pelicans. Murray's checked in. Outside White. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Launches it. Rebounded by New Orleans.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Queen. Now here's Murray. Defended by Pritchard. Yep, that one's good. And it's a 10-point New Orleans lead.
He's athletic and deceptively long. Murray is excellent at using those advantages to get all the way inside.
Now here's Brown. Last game, 26 points for him. He's off on the layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Queen. And here's Murray going inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
When Murray's on his way to the basket, you can expect a strong finish.
Outside White. Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. And he can't get that one. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 15-4 run. Pritchard against Murray. 3 seconds left. No good there. And so it's New Orleans going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm alongside Coach James Borrego. And, Coach, a nice effort so far. What's the key here in the second half, though?
Stay with our defense. That's the key. When we have our opportunities, push the pace. But we got to get stops, push it at them, and keeping a rhythm offensively at our point.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, why you asking? I'm a little tired, but I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas, we got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Pelicans.
You saw how they crashed the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. New Orleans leading by 12. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Jones. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul him.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Jones.
And Jones understands his role on this team, which is to help space the floor and defend with ferocity.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. And the new front office for New Orleans aiming to set a high standard, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 13. White can't hit. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Tatum finds Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Here's Murray. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Murray's got 8 points.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
White for 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got 4 rebounds now. Murray passes to Williamson. There's a screen. Shoots from 12. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Vucevic, a screen on Murray. Inside. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
Outside Jones. To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Brown. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Free throw good. Brown. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Now here's Murray. Give him 8. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Back to Tatum. And Boston again with the bucket.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by the staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
On the wing, Murray, defended by Pritchard. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, this is what Coach wants to see. Murray's going after shots without any hesitation.
Tatum from long range. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes.
Outside Jones. Murray from outside. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics trail by 11. Right side Brown. Outside Tatum. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Pritchard, no good. The Pelicans lead by 11. Williamson with it. Guarded by Vucevic. 1:14 left in the third. With the crossover. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, he's just showing off. Murray creating space off the dribble.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Put your hands together for Celtics Entertainment.
scoring trend over the last several months for him.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
Guarded by Poole. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
For 3, Fears. Boston pulls it in. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now here's Williamson. Bay from long range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for the Pelicans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Sam Hauser, and it's Gonzalez in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Walsh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Walsh has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, excellent decision by Tatum. Kicking it out to the ready shooter.
Williamson is doubled. Bay from long range. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Another one falls for Boston.
Yeah, Tatum can be pretty slick with his dribble moves, putting the defense off balance.
Poole outside. Williamson outside. Here's Fears. Queta pulls it in. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
Well, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Tatum unguardable at times.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. New Orleans is shooting around 53%, a nice number. Pass to Messi. Poole up top. The shot. They grab their own miss. That one's good for 2. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
You need dance lessons. Oh, yeah.
Checked in for Walsh. Queen, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end." Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Tatum. Brown finds Tatum. Five on the clock. And here's Brown for three. And Fears pulls it down. Fears has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Here's Gonzalez. This one for three. Boston again missing. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Poole. Shoots. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
The Pelicans call timeout. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Let's loose for three. It's money from deep.
Well, that's just another thing Murray can do for you. Hit the three.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Vucevic, a screen on Jones. Can't hit it.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Murray scanning the floor. Can't get the three. Celtics trail by 9. Tatum with it. Beyond the arc. Can't get it.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Now Murray. There's a minute 54 left in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson fires. Brown pulls down the board. The Celtics have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. White! No good from 3!
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Williamson outside. For 3. Brown pulls down the board. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. They trail by 9. Up top, Tatum, covered by Williamson. Vucevic. Oh, he can't get the layup. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth. Fires the 3. Cash from downtown.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pritchard with a steal. Tatum against Williamson. He got it. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Zion, this is a team with some outstanding young players with complementary skills. How do you see yourself fitting in?
I think I fit in very well. I think I'm a very versatile player. You can throw me out there with any group, and I'm going to put up, do something to contribute. And I think we're a very unselfish team, so that plays a big part to it.
And any group would be happy to have you. Thanks, Zion.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, DeJounte Murray.